I have to admit, I think I've become obsessed with the idea that we don't see reality as it is. It isn't our mind's job to reconstruct a world as it actually looks like, but to construct an interface that guides adaptive behavior so we can survive and procreate. This is very different from seeing the actual truth. Our mind did never evolve to show it to us in the first place. We need to keep that in mind. So, how do we deal with that? What can we even know? And what does this mean for personality types? Are they real or a total scam? And if they exist, how do we figure out someone's type? If you're looking for something that gives you meaningful information about yourself, beyond just making you feel good, these are important questions to consider. Well, we cannot just ask ourselves if something is true. Since our minds did not evolve to show us the truth in the first place, this would be plain silly. This is why every method and questionnaire that is based on self-evaluation is highly problematic. You can't just assume that you can see yourself correctly. You also can't just assume that you see others correctly. That you resonate with a certain type might feel important to you, but it doesn't mean it's your actual type. We only stand a chance of knowing something, of getting closer to the truth, if we reference something outside of ourselves. We need to use a scientific approach. Are we able to make accurate predictions about the future based on falsifiable statements? Statements that can theoretically be proven wrong at a certain point in time. This is where the objective personality system comes in. We call it objective typing because the method references something outside of your own warped self-perspective. In objective typing, we don't just have one operator who asks themselves if some person has a certain type. We have at least two operators who type together with the goal to agree independently on someone's type. What the operators try to predict isn't technically someone's type, but their partner's guess. Again, you can't simply know someone's type. You can't falsify a statement like that, but you can check after a given amount of time if you predicted your partner's guess correctly. For every binary coin, it's either yes or no. This actually is a prediction based on a falsifiable statement. If two or more people are able to predict their partner's guess with a high probability, it's an indication that they're actually tracking something that exists outside their own subjective perspective. The validity of typing systems exists on a spectrum. It's not about being good or bad, but about how good it is. The more a system references something outside itself, and the more accurate the predictions are, the better the system is. The same is true for individual typers. Typists or typing teams. This also means that typing systems probably can't ever be perfect. In the end, people guess a type, and people make mistakes sometimes, for whatever reason. There always remains a certain probability that they're wrong. But this doesn't mean that the whole system is useless or that no system is better than another. It all exists on a spectrum. It's all about those statistics. So keep practicing and keep tracking. See you next time.